Is there a danger that you are missing out on business because you're actually too helpful? Let me explain a little bit more what I'm talking about, but actually this is something that I see happen all too often. That you see an amazing client, you absolutely know you can help them, you feel a perfect fit with them, and yet somehow it doesn't quite come to fruition. Perhaps you've had a meeting with them, you've got so excited about all the different ways you've helped them, and you've given them a ton of information about exactly what that's going to look like. You have proved to them beyond any doubt that you can definitely help, that you really know your stuff. So why on earth are they not going ahead and doing business with you? Well, actually, that may well be because you've given them too much already. When you have those moments where you think someone's going to work with you, but then maybe they just say they're a little bit too busy, or we just want to get XYZ completed before we come and work with you, chances are they might even say, we just want to complete such a thing that you've just told them about before we come and work with you. And what so often happens in this situation is that in your excitement and your enthusiasm and your desire to show them that you definitely can help, you give them too much so that they then believe they don't actually need you. They could feel slightly overwhelmed by all the possibilities of working with you, or they may just feel that they've actually got enough from the conversation to go away and crack on, and maybe they don't actually need you anymore. So here's an example. Let's say I was looking to hire a copywriter to help me out with some blogs. Perhaps I would be, struggling for ideas on what to write, struggling to understand what my clients really want to read. If that copywriter talked to me about specific blogs we could write and specific questions that my customers might really love to hear answered, then actually after that meeting, I might find myself thinking, well, now I know what the blogs are going to be. Before, I couldn't decide what to write about, but actually this amazing person has just told me what we will write about together, so maybe I can just crack on because I'm all right at writing. She's a bit better than me, but I'm okay. So I might decide not to work with the copywriter. Is that the best outcome? Absolutely not. Would my blogs be anywhere near as good as that copywriter's? Categorically not a chance. But in a scenario like that, I might just feel like I didn't need that person because they've been so helpful that they've already set me on my way, and I could easily think I don't need them. So what is it you need to do instead? You need to still obviously convince people that you know how to help them and that you understand what their challenges are and that you are the best thing since sliced bread. But what you essentially want to do is you want to share the what of what you will do together, but don't share the how. So in that copywriting example, for instance, if they were to talk to me about needing to really get under the skin of my ideal client and understand their specific questions, or understanding what it is that people are out there searching for so we can make sure we make the right things, I am not going to invest the time trying to work out how on earth to do that, because that's their bag and not mine. So they've given me enough there. They have tempted me in. I can see that they know what they're talking about and they'll go away and do that stuff for me, which I can't do myself. So I definitely need them. Now, sometimes what I see here is people feel that this approach is slightly manipulative. If you know the answers, why wouldn't you share them straight away? This is not about being manipulative. This is actually about finding the best result for you and for the client. So the best result for the client is for them to come and work with you. It's not the worst result. If you give them so much juicy value they go away and do it themselves, they're still better off than before they had that conversation with you. But they're nowhere near as better off as they would be if they actually come and work with you. So what you need to think about is not giving away absolutely everything, recognising that the best possible outcome here for both the client and for you is for them to become a customer. So explain to them the broad brush strokes of what you would do together, but don't give them all the nitty-gritty detail. Otherwise, you may well be too helpful and they might think they don't need you anymore. If this is the type of thing that you feel is happening in your business, it's exactly the type of thing I can help with. So get in touch with me via tailory.co.uk and let's have a chat about how I can help.